girl here, and it's my first YouTube video. Anyways, so I'm gonna do an OXX haul for you that know me. I'm not a professional makeup artist. I just love makeup and I like looking bougie on a budget. So also because I'm a mom of 4, and when I do go out, I'd rather spend $60 on drinks than makeup. So I go to KMART and I buy cheap whatever I can get my hands on, preferably OXX or more of the cheaper brands like the drugstore brands that are available there, and do your beat. I believe it's all about technique rather than makeup. Some actual brands, like, their quality is like amazing, and some of the cheaper brands, some of the quality isn't that great, but it's one of those, like, you have to, that didn't make sense, it's more trial and error, so you have to like play around with it. Some of the cheaper range is good and some of it is not, so I'm gonna explain to you what's awesome and what's not so awesome. So we did I got $100 worth of OXX products. I'm just gonna do a quick haul, what it is, do a makeup look tutorial while I'm at it, and then so we're gonna start off with the brows. I use this brow pencil with the spoolie at the end. It's kind of my favorite. If you don't have a spoolie, like you don't have something to brush your brows with, old toothbrush always works as well. The foundation I got is not my color. They only have light colors, but I'm gonna actually show you how to make it work for you. And no, that was a lipstick. And their concealer, which they have as well, is an ivory shade too, which is my color, but again, gonna show you how to make it work. It's all about making it work. Also picked up some matte lipsticks in different colors, more plum or neutral shades. They're liquid lipsticks, which I love. They're $2, but don't diss it. It actually is pretty good, and I want to show you how and why and how to make it wear longer. And these are their lip liners, which I love also. So affordable. We have their gel liners, so the normal dry gel one that's in the tub, and also the jaw like pen one that you can draw like your lining your eyelid. It's my first video, so bear with me. Also their blush, which I love this color. It's called Peony, and I love the pigmentation. It looks like it's good. And also their bronzer as well, which is B bronze in the sunset color. They always stock their eyeshadows, which, like I said, some are hit and some are miss. Some are good and some aren't that great, but I'm gonna explain to you which ones and how to get the most out of it. And I grabbed their setting spray and also their illuminator as well. So I grabbed like 2 or 3 of each of those products in different shades, so from plum to neutral to nude to brown. I grabbed a variety so we can create some looks, but I'm also gonna run you through it step by step and how I do it. Disclaimer, I'm not a makeup artist. This is just how I do it. People ask me how, like, who did your makeup? Well, you know, I ain't trying to be like brag, but you know what I'm saying. And I'm one of those girls, I'm the first to say it was $2. It's $5. It's from KMART. So, yeah, I'm going to show you how to get the most out of the product and to make it last longer. So there are a couple of products that I will be using in conjunction with the OXX products that aren't from that brand. Only a couple. So the first one would be the primer, which is from Bayliss & Harding. This is just the aftershave cream that I'll be using to prime my face, and priming is pretty much to prepare your skin for the makeup application. So the aftershave balm actually helps it be supple, and it actually fills in all the pores, so then it's ready for the makeup to sit on. Also, now before y'all come for me, and I know it's an aftershave cream, so it's for men, but Kylie Jenner actually uses the Nivea men aftershave balm. So if Kylie Jenner can use it, then so can I. Also, the other product I'm using for this tutorial is the BYS Pro palette. It is also available at Kmart. I use it quite often, as you can see, and my kids also get to it too. So I'll be using the brown and the blacks from here to do my eyebrows, and I'll be using this fourth, the darkest shade in the cream contour too. Also, the other product that isn't OXX is the BYS loose matte loose finish powder in the color medium beige 01. And my mascara is also a Maybelline mascara that I'll be using. Other than that, all the other products are from the OXX. So what you want to do is, if you're like me and you do have a natural brow, it would be much easier. But for those who don't, let me just give you a guideline. So what you want to do is just put the pencil right over the curve of your nose, and I'd say when it drops, that's where the beginning of your brow should be. Now obviously it will be different for everybody because everyone has different noses, but for me that's the perfect diameter that it should be in between your brows. Any closer would be awkward, and any further would be even more awkward. So for me, that's just my tip. I mean, if you want to know. So obviously on the side of your nose, that should be the beginning of your brow. If you already have brows like mine, what you want to do is just follow the already existing line on the bottom and on the top, but you just start off really lightly and really softly. So just like so. Sorry, this is like my 100th take, so that's why it looks like it needs sharpening. So as you can see, I'm lining the bottom of my brow. There you go. And then you want to do the exact same to the top, but when you're doing it in the beginning, just a soft hand. And then when you come to the arch, follow the arch, go a little bit higher than normal, and then meet the line there. So even though you can see I already have a natural brow, when you do put the makeup on, it actually drowns out your natural brow. So that's why you still need to fill it in so it's more defined. So we'll just go, and like I said, join it at the arch. There you go. Is you want to brush it through, and it's okay if it looks messy or out of place, because you're going to define it and clean it up with the concealer. So you just want to run the spoolie through the two lines, and it'll actually smudge some of that eyebrow pencil in the middle as well. Okay, now I don't know if you can see, but you can kind of still see through the brow. Now in the beginning that's fine because that's the kind of effect that you're going for, but towards the middle and the arch and the end, you actually want it to be dark. So to a lot of people that would be dark already, and I have my days where that is too dark, but not today. So what we're gonna do now is go with the black powder. You can either go with black or you can go with dark brown, whatever suits you, but for me I'm just gonna go black. Just use a little bit, put an angle brush in there, tap it off the excess, and you want to start not from here, you want to start from roughly here, and you just want to fill in the middle of those two lines. You just want to fill it in. So apologize for the shaky screen, it's my first video, so you just want to fill it in. Like I said, don't worry if it's looking a bit munted around the edges. You want to clean that up with concealer. So you want to fill that in. Now, to most people that will be too dark, and that's okay. Each to their own. Like I said, you don't need to use black. You can use like a dark brown. I preferably like to use black because the rest of my makeup dries out my brows, and I don't like that look. But but especially at the tail and at the arch, you want to make sure that you can't see through the hairs there. Okay, so what you want to do then, okay, so if you see any obvious like outside of the line smudges, you could just use the wipes, also from KMART, and then you just want to clean up. I'm just going to put the mirror on the side here. Just want to clean up slightly. You can also use earbud too, just to clean up around where you just wiped the wipe. And I suggest you go in there and tissue as well and dry, so it's not wet. So I just cleaned that up slightly, and it's not fully cleaned. That's fine too. So what you want to do is you want to go in with the concealer, Now this one is the OXX Studio Concealer, and it's it's in Ivory 02. That is the number. So I'm just gonna go in with the concealer, and it comes in like a lip gloss-ish wand. That's what it looks like. So what you want to do is, using the wand, you want to go as closely as possible. Just try to see. So as you can see, I'm going as closely as possible as I can under that line. I just drew. So now this is to clean it up and to make your eyebrows appear more sharper. Okay, so let me just check that on my side mirror. Okay, so what you want to do then is you need a flat top brush. So what you want to do is you actually want to blend that. You want to blend that concealer going downwards. So you don't touch the top where you just drew, unless you want to straighten it out and clean it up so it's straight. All you want to basically do is blend out the rest. So whatever's left on the brush, you're going to use to shape the top. Okay then. Let me just check my mirror. Okay, so as you can see, there's the difference, you know, and a lot of people would say that's a heavy brow, but like I said, you don't need to use like black. You can use a dark brown, whatever is suitable for you. So as you can see, now this is a trick that a friend taught me. So as you can see, when you do put the powder, it does actually cover a lot of hairs there, but you want to create that gradient effect. So let me just look at my side mirror. To create that gradient effect, you want to squeeze your brush on the end. You want to squeeze it so it's flat, so it's actually flat. And then what you want to do is you want to do hair-like strokes. I know you can see that. There you go. So it appears like it's actual hairs, and therefore creates that gradient look, just like a natural brown. Okay, so let me just double check down my side mirror. Just go in and do another, just doing another stroke of hair. See, and like I showed you, it's okay if you make a mistake, you just go back in there with the brush that you used for the concealer and rub it out again. So then what you want to do is you want to grab that same brush that you used the concealer with. You want to go in with your setting powder, or it's called translucent powder as well. You can either get a colored one or a clear one. It doesn't really make a difference, to be honest. It's just one's got a little bit of color with it and the other one. So what you're doing now is you're actually setting that concealer under your eyebrows so it stays. And set the top if you want also. You're just patting the excess powder that's still left on the brush to set that concealer. Patting away to set it. And if you saw there, some powder fell in the eyebrow. and that's okay. Like I said, you grab your spoolie brush on the end. You grab your spoolie brush on the end there and you brush through, and there you go. There's your defined eyebrow. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, we're going to prime our face. I actually should have done that as the very first thing, but it's okay. It's my first YouTube video. So you just want to prime your face with the moisturizing cream. So I've primed my face with the aftershave cream. I'm gonna do half my face on video and then do the other half and show you the full look at the end. So I've finished priming my face, and then you're just gonna let it sit for a bit until it feels like it's dried a bit and your face is supple. And then we're gonna go in with the foundation. This isn't exactly my color, but we're gonna improvise and make it work. We are on a budget, so I'm gonna show you how to make it work for you. So honey beige, this one was $4. So let's just see how this works. And we're also gonna use the OXX silicone makeup blender. So just open that up. So let's just see this consistency here. Just gotta pump it a bit. There we go. Okay, so because the silicone sponge is silicone on one side and it's kind of spongy on the other, I just put some water in an empty Australia.This bottle and I'm just spraying the sponge side of it, in case I do decide to use the other side. So what we're going to do is, what you want to get the foundation. Just move my amazing sideburns out of the way. You just want to jot foundation everywhere. Now tip, you don't go under here. You don't apply under here. And I'll explain to you why. So you want to apply some underneath as well. And we're going to go in with the silicone sponge, and we're just going to dab it in. We're just going to dab it in. So as you can see, it is not my color, but I'm going to show you how to make it work. So you just dab it. This is probably like 4 shades lighter than my actual color. Or maybe just 2, maybe I'm exaggerating. So as you can see, I'm applying it everywhere. I'm just doing like a messy job. Okay, so as you can see, that is not my color. And it's not, I'd say it's light coverage, if anything. Literally light. But I'm going to show you with contouring and bronzing. If it's too light, you transform it. Also, so stay tuned. What you're going to do is you're going to grab the darkest shade. Use that flat brush that you used to clean up the concealer. And what you're going to do is you're going to draw some lines on your face to contour. So when you're doing the darker colors, you want to cut where your cheekbone is over here. So I say go where your hairline is and draw down. Other side. And do a straight line there. Then you want to do your forehead. Want to do your forehead, and you want to line up your jawline also. So from the bottom of your ear, line up your jawline. It's okay if it's not perfect. You're going to be blending it all. Then what you want to do is you want to go pull the side of your nose. And you want to do the bottom. A lot of people stop there and do there as well. And the bottom. And then you just want to bring it down on the side over here. And I know I look even more crazy, but I'm going to blend it out and get back to you. I'm actually going to do the other brow after this also, because now looking crazy with just one done brow. But yeah, after you do one brow, I'm meant to do that brow at the exact time. Basically, after you blended it, so now you can see I actually look more defined. And I'm not looking as crazy as I was before. You want to go under your eye and you want to draw some lines going straight down. You want to do the other side as well. Just put a little bit more. You do want to do your chin. Just a little triangle there. It ain't little bit. You know what I mean? You want to do your upper lip, just a line there. You want to go straight down your nose as straight as you can. In between your brows. And you want to do almost like an arrow leading towards. So just think of a tree. And then the arms of the tree and then the roots. Never mind. But yeah, so that's what you want to do. Then under your, you don't want to get any more. You just want to use the excess, the concealer that's still on the stick, and you want to go under your brown cream contour, and you just want to use whatever that's left. Don't get any more, and you just want to wipe it like that. So try to remember that's the pattern: the tree between your eyebrows, then the branches under your eyes, and then the roots, and then, yeah, you get what I'm saying. Then you want to go in and you want to blend your nose. Careful of your eyebrows. And do the top. And it's okay if you go over your contour, you can always go back in with your contour. Same with your brows, doesn't matter if you go. Practice makes perfect. So you want to go in like that. Then you want to do, I'm going to do this facial expression like the scream one. And you want to look up. And the reason why I say look up is if you have under eye lines like I do, and you're a mom, you need to look up because you got creases there, honey. And then you want to go and blend the rest down like so. And you want to do the same to the other side. Look up and blend, 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 blend. The other side of the nose. So, I'm guessing you're thinking I look pale again. Like I said, that's okay. Everything is fixable. You just want to make sure that you get in underneath the eye where all those creases are. And you want to make sure that line on your nose is super, like you can see it. It's not blended out as much. You can kind of still see the contour line from when I blended out brown. And then what you want to do is, if you have any excess concealer, also blend out your lids as well, because the lighter they are, the better. So you just let your concealer sit for a bit. Then what you want to do is you actually want to set that concealer under your eyes so it doesn't move and it doesn't crack. And I'll give you a review on how this concealer goes underneath my eyes. So I'm just gonna go in and blend it one more time, and then going in with some powder, dusting off the excess. I'm pushing the powder into the makeup. You can use your sponge as well, but for this I'm actually using the brush. And I do know there's a lot of powder on my brush, but it's my first video, so okay, so we're setting that under eye concealer. Also set your chin, patting motions, and then you want to set your nose like so. You want to set it, and it's okay because you want to dust it all off after if you have any excess sitting on your face. So you want to set that as well. You want to set that concealer. Then you also want to set the side here. Just brush down, and you want to set the other side. So once you set your concealer, you actually want to go in with your bronzer. So OXX has a bronzer called Studio Bronzer. I know I still look crazy, and it's okay. It's okay. This is Studio Bronzer by OXX, and it's the number 2 in Sunset. What you want to do is you want to get a brush like so, and you want to get some bronzer on your face, and this is going to help you again shape your face again. So what I'm doing is I'm not moving, I'm not brushing, I'm dabbing. I'm pushing the makeup into my face. So I'm pushing the makeup into my face. And this again is gonna set that contour that I actually used earlier. You want to do go around, and you want to stay. You want to stay in those where you originally contoured. So remember, I'm pressing, I'm not brushing. And you want to do your chin as well. Again, contouring. Follow that chin. I love this bronzer. It's actually, I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up, but it's actually giving me a full-on sun-kissed bronze look, which I think the camera is picking up like a gold, but it actually looks really pretty. I actually really like it. It's creating some depth and shine. Okay, so just want to keep dabbing. And I said,
You can see that it's contouring on camera, it's picking up like a gold, but while I'm looking in the mirror, it's actually like a brown tinted gold. So yes, it does look like. Then you want to do the side of your nose, like so. And what I do is I brush it towards my brow. So I'm going to brush it towards your brow.
Now I do apologize. It was meant to be half face, but then doesn't matter. So I'll do the other brow so I don't look funny. I don't know if you can see, but the bronzer actually does make me look sun-kissed. Like, seriously bronze. Like, I know I probably look really pale on camera, but that ain't the case. So what I'm going to do is, I forgot to set my top lids as well. I did do the other eyebrow. As you can see, it's been done. They look like sisters. They're meant to look like twins. Sisters, people, sisters. So I'm just setting my top of my eyelids so I could do my the eyeshadow. So as you can see there, I've set my lids. I'm just gonna run my brush through my eyebrows again. Some powders get on it, so there you go. Now what we're going to do is, this is the palette that I'm going to be working with, the OXX. This is the Rose Eye Palette. So we're going to be doing a look with that. So this is the OXX Rose Palette. As you can see, there are 3 glittery shades and 1 matte pink in there. What I want to try to use is the dark pinkish shade and the lighter one on top for my lid. And I'll use a brown from the BYS Pro Makeup Palette. We use bronzer color, which is this one over here. Probably one of my favorites. I probably should have used that to bronze, but it's okay. Then you just want to get that. Actually, I'll touch up on my bronzer while I'm at it, and you'll see the difference that it's actually a bronzer that actually gives definition rather than make you look like a bronzer. So we're just gonna go over that. This is the brown color in the BYS Makeup Pro palette. I'm just going over where I bronze because seriously, is like a legit bronzer that I'd probably use as a highlighter rather than a bronzer, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to take some of that brown colour as well and do the sides of my nose. Want to follow your eyebrows. Your eyebrows is... And it's okay if you feel like you put too much because everything is blendable. Some things in makeup you can't fix, but majority of things you can. So in the crease of your eye, tap off the axis and you want to apply it on the crease of your eye. Now I don't know the names of the brushes, so don't come for me. So as you can see, just want to follow the crease of your eye and go in a circular motion pretty much. Wow. So you just want to go follow that crease there, back and forth like a windshield wiper, legit. And you want to do the other side like a windshield wiper. If you don't feel like it's dark enough, it's okay, go back in, making sure that the crease stop here, don't go any further than the tail of your eyebrow. And you want to go back and forth, like a windshield wiper. So just above the crease, that's where you want to go. Any lower is a no-no, because that's where the other two colours are. So, and don't go all the way up either. You just want to go, you want to roughly leave a centimetre between your eyebrow and the eyeshadow. Now just like your eyebrows, sometimes the eyeshadow on each side is not going to look perfect. Sisters are not twins, remember that. So you just want to go in. Make sure the shade looks consistent on both sides. So, using the brush. And you just want to lightly blend. Remember not to go all the way up. You want to lightly blend. Just there.
And on the side as well.
If you feel like it's not enough and it doesn't look the same, go back in with the powder again in the crease area. Okay, so for me, I'm satisfied with that. Each to their own. So we're going to go in with the OXX and we're going to go, sorry, my lighting's just amazing. You want to go in with this dark, actually we'll start off with the dark shade over here. And this time I actually want to use my finger. Why? I feel like it's actually more pigmented when you use your fingers. So you want to go in your outer corner of your eye, which is so as you can see the color there. Oh, it's pretty. Reminds me of the BYS palette, the berry one. And it is a bit glittery as well, which is pretty awesome. You can obviously see the color there.
Oh, I'm liking that. You want to do the same on the other side? Just half your eyelid. It's probably better if you close it too. You're able. And you just want to do like a patting motion. You want to pat it down like so on the second half of your lid. Like so. Just like that. As you can see, I'm rubbing my hand and then dabbing it on my eyelid like so.
In the second half, I'd say up to the middle. I mean, up to you, but I feel like it's really pretty. And I want to see as much of it as possible. So I'd say up to the middle, right there, halfway. Because you're going to blend it anyway. And then what you're going to do is with your other finger, you're going to go in with the lighter shade, which is on the top, my left hand side. It's like a light pinkish color. You're going to go with that and you're going to do the inner corner. So let's see. Oh wow, that's so pretty. Wow. I like that. That is so good. Oh my goodness. Like even without the lighting, it is so pigmented, like
Crazy. Okay, so other side as well. Just gonna go in. Patting. And as you can see, it kind of already looks like it's blended, to be honest. It looks, I love these eyeshadows, oh my god. They're actually so good. So good. Okay, so what you want to do is, with that, oh my gosh, I'm loving it. I'm loving these colors. They are amazing. Look at that. So pretty.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is, just to give it more definition, I'm going to go, I'm going to actually blend it. I'm just going to like blend this part here, just above the crease where the brown shade was, just so it blends all together. In terms of blending the shades together, I don't actually feel like they need blending, to be honest. Maybe just a little bit with my finger. But other than that, I feel like that looks beautiful. Each to their own, but honestly, to me, that looks so good. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to create more depth where the crease is. I'm going to go in with the BYS Pro palette. Sorry, I keep looking at the name, I keep forgetting. We're going to go over to this dark brown shade, which I haven't touched before, which is interesting. You're going to go in with a small brush, and you're just going to get a little bit there, top of the excess, and you're going to go on the outer corner just there above that pinkish color, and you're just going to go back and forth like so. Right there. Just to create some more depth. I mean, I would add a black, but I don't know, I just feel like it would. So just with the dark brown, just to create more depth, just above it. There you go. And then you want to go to the other side. You just want to add, again, dark brown. Some dark brown. I'm just going to go with this just to blend my eyeshadow. There you go. So as you can see, I don't know if you could tell on the camera, but I was just trying to create a little more depth in the outer corner. And also, I don't want it to lose that color of eyeshadow, so I'm just going over it again. I kind of did blend it out. You don't want to wash out that color, honey. That is a beautiful color. It is so pretty. I wish you could see the glitterness in it. It's actually really pretty. So to line your actual eyes, to give it more definition, we're going in with the OXX Studio Define Gel Liner. This one is $6. We're going to use that to this OXX Gel Liner. So let's just check it out, see the consistency. The brush personally for me is too thick, but I guess we'll give it a go. So I'm just gonna dip it in, get some product. I got too much, so you wipe it off the excess on the edge of the, there you go. You literally want, and what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna follow my eyelids. I'm just gonna do this on the side of the mirror and lightly do little strokes like so. And I'm not gonna go all the way to the beginning of my eye. I'm gonna start roughly here. So here, I don't actually go all the way there, just there. And then you're just gonna draw a line and do your lid like so. You can see there it's more defined. Now I don't know if I'll be able to do a cat eye with this, only because it actually is a pretty loose brush, like it's not strong, but we'll try. So just grab, what I'm doing is I'm squeezing the brush as tightly as possible together so it actually stays and none of the bristles go out of shape. So what I do is I squeeze it so it's flat, and then what you want to do is you want to go on the angle and you want to just lay it. You want to follow that line from your bottom eye, so the shape of your eye, you want to follow that. And then what you want to do is you want to turn the brush so it's that way, sitting that way, and you want to brush it conjoining that line you just drawed with the line you previously have drew. Okay, so there's my little liner. Just want to make sure it's straight. Like I said, squeeze it together so it stays flat and all the bristles stay together. And then you want to use that to draw upwards. Okay, so I feel like that's pretty good. Then you want to do the same on the other eye. So OXX Baked Blush in Peony 04. Looks like this. So we're going to go in with the blush. And I'm just gonna lightly, oh, that's pretty pigmented, so I better be careful. So we're just gonna, just on the cheeks there. Wow, that's pretty strong. Yeah. And then what I like to do is, if I feel that I've applied too much, you're gonna go in with your translucent powder, tap off the excess, and you're actually gonna blend. You're actually just gonna just so it blends in. See how it's not as strong as it was before? So I'm just going in with that powder. Wow. And I'm just blending that brush. It is coming up strong on the camera, but it actually has softened. So guys, the OXX, sorry, blush is pretty good. It's pretty strong, so everything's gonna be so much stronger on the camera. So what I'm gonna do, just to help with that, I'm gonna grab, this is OXX by the way, it's pressed powder and I used it quite often there, obviously, and you can see, just to help with the color there, because it does seem really strong on the camera. So I'm just gonna grab some pressed powder. I'm just gonna dab in there just to help soften it up. And soften up the contour if you feel like it's too bronzy. Just gonna put it so it softens up the look. So as you can see, that looks so much better already. And that is OXX as well, pressed powder. So I'm just pressing it in, and it's already softened the cheeks and the contour already. So I mean, in actual person, it actually looks really good. Okay, so that is so far the eyes. Now we're gonna go on the lips, and then we're gonna go in with the OXX lips Callius. Now, what I learned about their liquid lipsticks is you do the most thinnest layer you possibly can. The other night when I was trying it out, when I bought it, I kept putting layer after layer, and it kept peeling the top off the bottom, and I realized I was doing it wrong. So you actually got to do the most thinnest layer you possibly can. So we're just gonna go in, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna scrape off the excess, because less is more, especially with this product. I ain't even kidding. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go in your lips and you're gonna apply wow, see what I'm saying? And I'm not even dipping it in. I'm just getting the excess that I wiped off, and I'm going in, shaping my lips. Doing your the cupid's way. And then filling it in there. Look at that color. I'm not even going all the way. I'm just scraping that excess that I was using. Why? Because less is more. And you'll get what I mean. That if you put on this lipstick, this liquid lipstick, and you need to be quick because it dries pretty quick, and you put layer upon layer, you're gonna find that when you squeeze your lips together, it's gonna peel. So you get the thinnest layer you possibly can. If you need to, just grab the excess that you scraped off and just fill in where you feel that it's not strong. A lot of people, they like to line first and then fill it in. I like to line after. I feel like if you line it after, it gives it a more defined look. But oh my god, that lip though. Right? Alright, so Aria 02. So I grabbed the lip liner that I thought would help accentuate the liquid lipstick. Now see, because you put thin layer, it will dry quick and it won't peel away from the top. And it sits in your creases of your lips, if that makes any sense. But so let's just take that out. And when you feel like it's dried, you want to go with your liner and you want to line your lips. Now, a lot of people like to go over the line. I just like to follow exactly where I put the liquid lipstick. So and I find that if you line your lips secondly, then you don't you make it more defined, especially when it comes to the Cupid's bow. The liner can actually make it more defined and clean up anywhere else that you feel like you didn't do that great with. So I just went over the liner with that. Hopefully it will dry around stable. Look at that color though. Wow, OXX did not come to play, people. So okay, so I'm going to do some lashes and mascara, and then, yeah, stay tuned. So guys, that is your, I look soaked, but that is your finished look. The eyeshadows are beautiful. The foundation is sitting fine, honestly. The eyeliner dried beautifully, and the lips, perfect, no problem at all. So these are all OXX, the cheap range in KMART, and it still looks good. And this look, I'm pretty sure will hold for one night, for a night out. So yeah, I like it. It's good. I need to set it just a little bit on the side, and that it looks amazing. And it feels amazing. It doesn't feel heavy, doesn't feel cakey. Feels good, looks good. I feel like the lighting makes me look more pale, but in reality, it's actually really good. Really, really good. Check out my Facebook page, Styling and Makeup, and also my Instagram page, Gardenia Slays.